Looking at the title screen, things make more sense, don't they?
Oh, you mean the satellite lodged into the side of the building? Can I just say, looking at that hourglass-shaped part makes me think of the Red Ribbon Army logo.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
Hey! Time travel was involved in that story arc. You can't say it's unrelated.
We're seriously talking about time travel from Dragon Ball Z now? Completely unrelated to DBZ. I did have an epiphany. Now, in terms of what's being released, the timing of the release of the episodes versus the timing of us recording the episodes, we're actually about a week off right now. So it's going to seem like there's a big gap in relevance, but when I was editing the most recent episode, as of the time of us recording this, time travel! Timey-wimey.
Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey.
It was the one where they obtained the IBN 5100. And I had an epiphany. That's why I wanted to talk about that. Just for a second.
By all means.
At the end of the Ferris Cup, when Mayuri ran out and talked to Okarin about what Ferris said, the clue for the IBN 5100, Okarin was blowing her off and not paying attention to the story. But the fact is, she said that Ferris, as a kid, donated her dad's old, retro PC.
Uh-huh.
Ferris, as a kid, donated her dad's retro PC. Her dad didn't donate the retro PC, Ferris did.
Ah, so my future Okarin is her father theory was full of holes.
You never seriously believed that, did you?
Maybe I did. You'll never know.
In any case, the point was, Ferris delivered it, but Luca's dad said that he had forgotten the man.
You're right.
Who delivered it.
In other words, made me think it was her father, I guess. Anyway.
I don't know what you're on about. You're just trying to mix up my point so I can't make it by continuously saying that Okarin is Ferris's dad. All right, I'm getting the duct tape and I'm going to have to start over.
Silence is golden. Duct tape is silver.
Ferris did apparently donate her dad's retro PC to a shrine somewhere. That, however, was not Yanabayashi's shrine. Okarin or somebody else had to have been the person who left the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine with the instructions to pass it over to a young man asking for it.
Uh-huh.
I'm almost positive that it was Okarin that left the IBN 5100 doing some serious, maximum Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure-ness. Because Okarin knew that he was going to get a clue from Ferris and Mayuri about Ferris donating a retro PC to some shrine, and he knew the first shrines he would look at are the shrines in Akiba, so he put the thing in a shrine in Akiba so he could get it himself, because he still has to obtain the IBN 5100 in either the past or the future, so he made sure he would get it. We've kept saying everything seems to be perfectly constructed in this Goldilocks world that bends itself to Okarin's will. Well, that's probably to make Okarin do certain things. Because timey-wimeys. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about the IBN 5100, because what Ferris said and what Luca's dad said did not match. What do you think, Billy? Can you go into more detail? If you've got duct tape over your mouth, you breathe through your nose, you idiot.
Dawn breaks. Well, we better go fix it.
In a sense, is not battling the organization, battling CERN itself, akin to fixing the broken dawn? For what is dawn but a representation of the beginning of tomorrow, the future? And what is it that we are crusading to fix? Everyone's futures. Thus, dawn breaks. We must fix it by defeating those who would rob us of our peaceful...
Speaking of that, whatever that was, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I feel like I've really become more chuuni thanks to this game. I'm the Opinionator!
I'm we squared, and I disapprove.
We stayed up all night again.
We can relate to that also being nerds.
Kurisu is the only one that can read CERN's documents because, English. Naru and I could opt to use translation software, but that'd be nowhere near as efficient as she is.
Plus, she's interested into it.
Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge. It just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab mem. You never know when a skill you possess will turn out to be extremely useful, and you can only utilize the skills that you have.
Oh, deep wisdom.
Naru is fast asleep on the sofa because he has to sleep eventually. That does not look comfortable.
It probably isn't. And so, I got a new email.
It's from Suzuha, the part-time warrior, full-time assassin. Hungry!
I'm so hungry. I had to skip breakfast again today. I don't have much money on hand. Are there any good places to find insects or weeds around here? I could get by using my survival skills if I have to.
Now, I understand that she is in all likelihood a time traveler, and if not, I don't know what on earth she could possibly be. Okay? So if she's a time traveler, that means she comes from a place that was primarily like 18th or 19th century lifestyle for most people, right? Okay?
Yeah.
That means that she's out in a lifestyle much closer to nature, much more bare bones than we indulgent and degenerate modern folks. But she's eating weeds?
Well,
Weeds.
Any port in a storm?
Weeds?
Just make sure you don't get the wrong weeds and accidentally mix up a poison.
Now listen, I understand that dandelion greens and watercress, these are technically edible weeds. But this is the US. How many edible weeds can there really be? This is like saying I want to go graze or browse from the trees. Is she just going to be standing there in front of a tree with like a serious look on her face and then reach up, grab a branch, pull the branch down towards her face while staring ahead and then just be like, yum, 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 chewing on a leaf?
Humans can survive on almost anything.
Not leaves! And I don't think there's enough dandelions for you to survive on dandelions. Now, caterpillars, on the other hand...
Man, this duct tape's coming in handy today. Incidentally, we can pick any response on this one.
Billy, you already consulted the guide?
I can see the future. Or at least 30%.
Yeah, we're going with the weeds. You eat insects? Hardcore. I've heard beetles taste like bacon.
I will never know for sure because I don't intend to eat any frickin' beetles.
I've also heard that mealworms, which are easy to raise under your bed, or so I'm told, have a very buttery, meaty taste.
Well, at least meal's in their name.
And apparently, the best tasting bug
Alright, that's enough out of you!
is a grasshopper!
You insectivore!
I've never eaten a bug in my life! Look, grass-fed beef is good, right? Well, what about grass-fed grasshopper? So shouldn't it taste good? And that's what I hear. There was a period of time where I got really interested in eating bugs. I never ate a bug.
I believe you.
Wild-caught bugs you probably shouldn't eat. You should eat farm-raised bugs because you want to make sure they're clean and disease-free.
That's a fair assessment. Why have we spent so long talking about eating bugs?
Hardcore!
What is wrong with you?
It's Suzuha again. She must have some time on her hands.
If you cook them right, they can taste surprisingly good.
See? She knows. Might get some tips. Look, if somebody cooked bugs for me and then ate one in front of me, then I'd eat it. And so my simple rule is if I see you eating it, then that means that I have witnessed another individual of the same species as myself using something as food and not passing away. So it must be all right. It is a herd instinct. I'll stop. I'll stop, Billy. Okay?
And I think we've all heard enough.
Ugh.
You deserve that.
Man, the amount of leg pulling I do.
Maybe you shouldn't say that right after we start talking about bugs.
Huh. It's just important to take each idea seriously. I decide to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Radicon satellite crash.
人工衛星墜落から5日が経過した秋葉原ですが、夏休みシーズンに入ったということもあり、放置されたままの人工衛星を一目見ようと多くの人が詰めかけています。
Oh! Did you see who I saw?
What? No, I didn't.
Moika! She was in the background.
Really?
Yes!
Darn it!
一方、今日未明、NASA アメリカ航空宇宙局のスポークスマンマイケル・バーン氏は会見で、
She was right there in the last couple frames.
Dang it! I should have waited.
日本に人工衛星が墜落した事実はないと語り、墜落した物体が人工衛星以外の物体であることを示唆しました。
It just looks like a satellite.
警察によりますと、墜落した人工衛星については現在調査中であり、撤去する時期のめどは立っていないとのことです。
Well, we know it's a time machine, but I wonder if that's just what time machines look like or what. Of course, there's also just the fact that everyone involved is just going to deny it.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it in terms of stirring up misinformation and kind of causing some chaos, this is pretty good. Is it really under investigation? This could be another plot by the organization. I'm interrupted for some reason.
Scene transition.
おはよう。あれ？あ、こんにちはかな？うわー、なんかね、ズズーンっていう重い空気が漂ってるよ。
You all need to take a shower.
It's not thick with that. More like tension. The three of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night.
Daru was sleeping, Maki-sei was being on the computer, and me was checking my phone.
But it's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know about CERN. Maybe Okabe... Well, this is probably a chicken and the egg. Putting the horse before the cart. Counting your chickens before they're hatched. I wonder if Okarin was groomed in some way to be a chuuni just to get him to do stuff like this, which he has to do in order to save the world.
If future Okarin is the one manipulating events, he has to work within the existent narrative or paradox happens and that shifts the world line with an unforeseeable amount of divergence. So if he remembers someone telling him that an IBN 5100 was dropped off at his temple, that's how it has to be.
Well, now I completely agree with you, but that wasn't what I said.
Oh.
I'm saying I wonder if Okarin was made into a chuuni in order to keep his interests in the right path, in like the right sort of path to get him to do this.
I gotcha.
It's just if you make him obsessed with something called the organization and the choice of Steins Gate, and then present him with the organization.
Seems pretty straightforward.
I mean, it really might be that. Mayuri's appearance makes Daru get up with a grimace.
Attractive girl, I have to be a pervert.
Hey, you shut up!
Daru approves.
Kudis also finally moves away from the computer and, after taking off her lab coat, left the lab muttering, "I'm gonna go get some coffee." She has got to be completely brain-fried. But she wasn't gone long. There aren't any cafes or convenience stores around here, so she must have just used a nearby vending machine.
Actually, Amane-chan gave me this coffee.
History has been changed! I guess that's 2 world lines with a dead Maki-sei Kurisu.
いい機会だ。ラボメンが全員集合したところだし、久々に円卓会議を開こうと思う。
円卓会議？
なんぞそれ。
We're not knights, Okarin.
ラボメンによる報告会。ミーティングだ。
そんなのこれまでにやったことあったっけ？
This is a meeting from all of us and I have to make it sound cool, and also the table is square so it's a round table meeting. Okay?
そもそも円卓なんてどこにあるのよ。
Oh, Maki-say telling it like it is.
実物はない。だが、我らラボメンの心の中にはある。そうだろ
Yes.
そうだろ？じゃなかろうが。勝手に人の心の中に変なもの持たせないで。
What an interesting way to phrase that.
I'm going to remember that.
マユシーにもあるかな。
Do I have a round table in my heart too?
Oh, Mayushi, you're too pure for this world.
ああ、あるさ。
そっか。よかった。でも、円卓って何？
Daru disapproves? Looks like he more pities her.
てかなんで円卓？アーサー王？
そもそも私はラボメンといっても期間限定だし。
Okay, it's not a round table, alright? The table isn't round, and the table isn't in our hearts. Can we just freaking talk now? Why are you so obsessive about this stinking table being round? Oh my god! Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
He'll never back off on it, though. Thank you. These people whine about every stinking little thing.
Do they have no romance in their
と
hearts?
にかく円卓会議だ。
Right.
マイリは昨日の夜はいなかったので、ひとまず今の俺たちの置かれた状況を教えておく。
Good luck.
It doesn't really matter if she understands or not, does it?
I guess not.
Also, this is really what he would do, is when questioned, double down. I tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. About how CERN is making a time machine. About Jellyman. About how men in black might be coming to erase us for what we know.
悪いことは良くないよって言ったのに。
I like how he was just like, are you too sure you really want to go through with this? But then Mayuri shows up and he just immediately involves her without asking if she's okay with it.
Mayuri is different. He can take her food. He can treat her however he wants.
Yeah.
Like, it's the special relationship, childhood friend kind of thing. And it's like, on the one hand, it seems mean. And I guess it kind of is.
Yeah, it is kind of mean, don't you think?
It's like she's there. She's someone he can take for granted.
She is there, right?
She keeps coming back and is automatically
Yeah, I see
like
what you're saying.
together with him. It's like her fate is tied in with his because
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. And although that doesn't excuse his bad behavior,
Maybe that expresses a level of familiarity and comfort?
yeah, like that might be something that Mayuri takes as
A compliment?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
At the very least, they do have a clearly extremely close relationship that's sort of hard to describe.
悪いだと？俺たちが？何をバカな。それを言うならばセルンの方がよほど悪。世界だけでは飽き足らず、時空までも手に入れようと企んでいる連中だ。
同意するわ。
Well, I mean, just because they're badder than you doesn't mean what you're doing isn't still bad. My point isn't eradicated by
Are you
that.
trying to logically argue with me, Mayushi? Why don't you just say toot-toot-oo?
Toot-toot-oo.
Was that scowling while you did it? Are you mad at me?
Well, you never figured out what it means.
I think this is out of character. Speaking of out of character,
We're the Bittersweet Gamers? Oh, we already did that part, I'm sorry.
Kurisu just agreed completely with no...
Qualms? Hesitation?
She completely accepted everything that Okarin said about something important.
The world must be ending.
That's when you know it's serious. Kurisu is once again wearing her lab coat. It seems she's grown fond of it, as she well should. It also determines her mode.
Like a prop. It helps her focus.
セルンのやってることは社会的にも人間的にも、そして研究者としても許されることじゃない。
As far as we know, if this is true,
Then yes.
they really are the organization. The evil, shadowy bad guys doing everything bad in the bad world. Bad.
Badly.
No, they're doing it pretty well.
Oh, well.
Well, they will in 34 years.
そう そうだけど。
I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but like Billy said, I just did anyway, automatically without a second thought or consulting her. But she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her.
Justify it however you want, you jerk.
いずれにせよこれで我がラボとセルンとのラグナロックは避けられなくなった。
A large part of me is still afraid. But we've come too far to turn back now. We can't unlearn what we know.
ラグナロック？
Yes, yes.
Will we ever be able to forgive ourselves if we don't do something?
また北欧神話か。
Nose?
クリスティーナ、お前にはセルン調査について命じていたな。何か新たに分かったことは？
命じられた覚えはないけどね。セルンがタイムトラベルにおいて抱えている問題点は2つ。
Namely, it kills everyone they send back. Anyway.
That would be one of them.
一つは電子注入装置リフターの調整。これがうまく機能しないとカーブラックホールの特異点を裸にできない。
Right. And if you can't do that...
Let's have another magical girl analogy.
No, no, no! And if you can't do that, that means you can't actually move throughout space-time. Time, rather, not space-time. That's the whole point.
この状態で特異点を通過しようとすれば、超重力によって被験者はミクロレベルまで圧縮されてしまう。当然、無事ではいられないわ。それと、タイムトラベル先の局所場指定ができないことが2点目。特異点を抜けてどこへ出るかの指定ができない。
That's a pretty big one.
だから各地で見つかっている14人のゼリーマンはむしろ運がいい方だったと言うべき。
Because we don't know how many of them were not found. Might be
In
one
space or underground.
Yeah, one or two floating through space. That'd be pretty freaking miserable. Though that reminds me, apparently last week, a meteor, I can't remember what it's called. This has happened before. Some kind of burst. I want to say microburst, but that's not it. That's a type of weather phenomenon.
Pretty terrifying, honestly, but let's not get distracted.
Anyway, last week, a meteor exploded in space above Earth with 100 times the force of the bomb that hit Hiroshima.
Oh my god!
It all burned up, of course, because it blew up outside of the atmosphere. But there have been other examples of this. For instance, I think in 2015, one blew up in Russia. It was like the largest meteor impact that we've ever recorded as it happened. I don't know what makes them explode. It's something that somehow happens when it interacts with Earth's gravity and atmosphere.
That's kind of terrifying. Nature could just decide to frickin' nuke ya.
Anyway, my whole point is about space bombs, that if a Jellyman were to float into the atmosphere, then it would like somehow survive re-entry and then explode like an atomic bomb above Russia. That's what'll happen. That was the point I was getting at.
人体実験は2001年から100回以上行われていた。残りの80人以上はどこへ飛ばされたのかすら確認できていないということ。
Oh my!
What on earth? Where are they finding these people to just murder, and how are they covering it all up?
Well, test subject 87, the previous 86 didn't survive, but good to see that you're apparently suicidal. For science!
なんで確認できないの？
マユシ、そんなことも知らんの？
No.
地球は常に動いてるんだよ。自転速度は時速にして1500キロ。公転速度は11万4000キロで。
Daru's tone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night.
Hey, that's his prerogative. How much time has he spent up hacking?
Besides, it's showing that he absorbed the information and has like internalized it. Isn't that good?
Yeah, yeah.
セルンはその2点について解を模索してるみたいだけど、うまくいってないみたい。
So even CERN is having difficulties. Now, that is. Now.
I mean, they won't perfect it for several decades.
セルンのタイムマシンから電話レンジカッコ仮のヒントになるようなものは見つかったか
Maybe not making a microwave.
The two things are unrelated on so many levels.
ヒントね。そもそも LHC は世界一巨大な電子レンジなんて異名もあるぐらいだけど。
I guess so.
そうか。つまり電話レンジカッコ仮は LHC の縮小版ということだな。
I kind of feel like there's more to that.
あながち間違ってないかもね。
Maybe I really did send that Gee back in time.
もっとも電話レンジはわからないことが多すぎる。なんでセルンのタイムマシンと同じような現象をあの小さな電子レンジで起こせるのか。
Yeah.
LHC と違ってこれはタイムトラベルのために作られたものじゃないのよ。
It was designed to heat up food. I guess you could heat up non-food with it, but I'm unsure why you would want to do that.
Well, you know, I got nothing, man. I don't know why you're looking at me.
マユシーの唐揚げを温めるためのものだよね。
Yes.
まあそうね。
But it's true. She's not wrong.
For a given value of true.
少なくともゼリーマンという現象が電話レンジカッコ仮でも起きているのだから、マユリのバナナはカーブラックホールのリング上得意点に到達していると考えるべきだ。
Oh, you know, I hadn't even thought about it like this.
But what does that mean?
It means the bananas are reaching the curved black hole's ring singularity, but the karaage is not.
But the karaage was being sent back in time. It was refreezing, right?
Yeah, I know, you're right.
So there's some other element.
ブラックホールができてるの？ここに？
You know, it might be the live, not alive thing that you were talking about before. The karaage is able to go back in time due to the singularity, but because the banana is still alive, that's how it gets jellified.
It still goes back in time. You see, think about the quantum teleportation theory. Information being sent back in time. Living things are more complicated than non-living things as far as like the atoms that make them up.
Well, so DNA is kind of like machine code.
Yeah, so it could have to do with the fact that there's all those extra moving parts in a living thing.
Like layers of complexity.
Yeah, layers of complexity than in a non-living thing.
But why would the amount of information and the complexity of it have to do with whether or not it resists microgravity? Or, I mean, not microgravity, how it resists supergravity.
I'm not 100% sure. That's just like the beginnings of an idea.
Yeah.
I think it's something to consider.
吸い込まれないかな？
It's okay, Mayushi.
As far as we know, it won't suck you guys in.
It's so tiny. You'd have to have your head in the microwave. And it only lasts for a split second.
If it sucked us in, we'd become jellymen too, or jelly heads.
でも放電現象の仕組みや発生条件が解明できてない。
You can't make it happen again. Well, I guess if you reproduce...
But surely they tried that.
If you reproduce the original discharge phenomenon, yeah, you're right, they did try that though.
この前の実験だと放電現象が起きた時にだけ過去へメールを送れたお？
They can't make it happen again. If they can't make it happen again, then it's still just a microwave. They had to have...
Because the first time they did it, that's what kind of set it into motion where it could do that. Then they reproduced the phenomenon and now it can't do it. Because Okabe sent an email to Daru's phone, which was in the phone wave, while it was on.
As far as we know...
And that's what caused the initial freak out. Because Mayushi had turned it on because she had left her karaage in the microwave and had sent a text on her way home from work.
And that was when the world line switch happened, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes. When he
Because
sent
that's when Okarin was sending the mail.
and they already retried that.
まだ2度しか成功していないが、その放電現象が意味するのは電荷、すなわち電子注入の可能性が高い。
That would make sense with the giant electrical discharge.
それが発生した時だけ得意点への道が開けるのだ。
放電現象の原因はわからないじゃない。
That is the
そ
problem.
れはこれから調べる。
そもそも過去へ送れるメールはデジタルデータであって物体じゃないわ。そこがセルンのタイムマシンと決定的に違っている。
いや、やることは同じだ。デジタルデータが得意点を通り抜けないと誰か保証したのか？人間サイズの物体を通り抜けさせるよりよほど簡単だと思うが。
Right? Talking about sending data through a singularity? Because the phone, an email is pure data. That's part of what made me think about it like that. Like the complexity of the data.
This also reinforces my idea about the mail you get. In a game where phones and email and sending data through time are kind of important, the fact that you are getting them seems like it has to be important.
Especially since it determines the path you take.
Now, we wouldn't know that now
That's
if
true.
we were playing through for the first time, but we know that that is how it determines the path you take, meaning these mails have got to be coming from somewhere, and there's no guarantee that the where or the when or the world line or the time or anything are the same. I mean, it's possible that they'll, Bill and Ted it, and then like in 5 years, they start communicating with their past selves. And so we're just going to see
From the other direction?
Yeah, like we keep talking about Bill and Ted, but for everybody who doesn't actually know that movie, what it is the eponymous characters would be in a jam and they turn to each other and they'll say, when we're done with this, why don't we go put the key to this car in this room so we have access to it now? And then, lo and behold, in the room is the key. Like, in their pocket is the key. Okay,
because they have access to a time-traveling phone booth.
So what they would have had to do, they would have really had this giant checklist of stuff that they had to do in order to prevent a time paradox.
Like the scene in the police station was the best, where they kept doing that. It's like, now I'm going to record a voice of me talking to this person and hide it over there, and that'll lure him over there.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, yes.
まあ、確かに。
Why does your Keanu Reeves impression sound like Yasuhiro?
30%? I'm sorry, that didn't really explain anything. Okay.
メールって言うから混乱するんだと思うな。
Yeah?
本物の紙飛行機にした手紙がピューンって飛んでいくイメージなんだよ、きっと。
Okay, that's nice. It does sort of make you wonder about trying to...
I think there might be something to that.
むしろ光線だろう。光デジタルデータみたいな。
BEAM!
ところで、過去へ送れるメールは言いにくいな。名前を付けようではないか。
Oh no!
またカッコつけ？
Don't we all?
またとか言うな。この法王院京馬をバカにしているのか。
Look, you can mock Halloween Kilma all you like, but don't mock his aesthetics. He'll fight back for that.
どうせへんてこな名前をつけたいんでしょ？
Yeah?
変ってことは失敬だな。ならば発表しよう。俺はこの過去へ送れるメールという現象についてこう名付けた。その名も
In all seriousness, what you need is an easier way to refer to it. Like, a new name or new word will let you refer to a specific concept without having
To say the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like Bob.
Exactly like Bob from Danganronpa 2, yeah.
ノスタルジアドライブ
never make that face again, please.
That was so cool. I want to see it again. Maybe it's because the word drive makes me think of robots, so I automatically like it. But I feel like something is happening to me, that I'm beginning to like this aesthetic more and more.
God help us all.
It also feels like maybe, in so doing, I am losing a certain part of myself, or having a midlife crisis.
わかりにくい。却下。
But I like it.
貴様、助手の分際で却下できる権限があると思っているのか
Banana! That's what I have to say to that.
じゃあ多数決する？ノスタルジアドライブに賛成の人。
Hi! こっちです! Me. My enthusiasm makes my vote count more, right?
No.
Mayuri, you traitor!
Are you kidding? She can't say difficult things.
But Tudu.
裏切ったな、ダル、マユリ
Well, Daru disapproves of everything and won't even make eye contact, so that's
kind of
fine.
his default, you know.
クリスちゃんの言う通りだと思うな。マユシーはそんな長い名前は覚えられません。
Congratulations, Billy. You're inside her mind.
Huh?
中二病すぎだろ、上皇。
My dignity. Give me back my dignity.
I'm holding on to that dignity and I ain't giving it up. Traitors!
ならばお前たちには自分で考えたとっておきのネーミングがあるのだろうな。まさか我が案を否定しておいてノープランとは言わせんぞ。
He kinda has them on that one.
やっぱり分かりやすさ重視にすべきだと思う。時間を遡っているメールなんだから、速攻メールでいいんじゃない？
Oh, retro mail. But that just kind of makes me think of like snail mail.
そこってどういう意味？
今のマユリの反応が答えだ、クリスティーナ。わかりやすい名前を作るべきと言っておきながら、ちっともわかりやすくないではないか。
That is not a fair assessment. Mayuri, bless her heart, has trouble understanding many complicated things.
Now, I may be biased here, and I may have revealed my bias just a few minutes ago, but that's not gonna stop me from saying this. I agree with Okarin.
Of course you do. That's why, as the only sane person in this group, I have to rebut.
See, what that sounds like to me, Soulko Meiru. I mean, retro mail is really easy for us to understand. Retro mail would be great, but that's not what she said. What she said.
Right.
It's not like I'm fluent, but when it comes to Japanese, how to put this? When I was younger, I always used to be confused. You would see somebody saying something that would be complicated, and then a character would be like, I do not understand a word of what you just said. And like we get in this game, Mayuri doesn't understand what people are saying, and then there's like even the Mimi in Japanese, please.
Mm-hmm.
In English, when we hear a complicated word or a complicated phrase about a set of scientific concepts that we're unfamiliar with, we can easily understand a lot of it
By looking at the parts?
like the parts of the different words, or like the Latin that's used with it, or it's easier to understand the different parts, so we have a greater ability to get some sort of contextual knowledge of it. But when it comes to Japanese, the amount of characters you can use to make the sound soul and the characters that make the sound kol, you could hear it, and without the context, you would have literally zero idea of what they're saying. Hence, like the Moeka name stuff earlier, how are you supposed to know how to write her name?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because there's so many different characters and so many different meanings. Like, science literally can be zero understanding if you're not already following along with them. Or like how you put a newspaper in front of me and like a Japanese newspaper in front of me and I just want to cry.
And like your eyes explode into flames.
Like sometimes I can, and when it comes to words that I don't know, it's often easy to understand. It's often easy to hazard a guess at the meaning of the word, but have no idea how to pronounce it, or to hazard a guess at the pronunciation of the word, but have literally no idea what it means. It's just a difference in the characteristic of the language. And so, what I am alleging is that Okarin is right, and that is an incomprehensible, not possible to understand words. So, there, buttface.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
それはまゆりさんが。
What?
Yeah? No one gets to talk bad about Mayushi
Except for you? You were doing that earlier.
out of love.
Well, why can't Chris-chan be doing it out of love, too? You have double standards! I reject your logic, for it is stupid! Nostalgia drive it is, now that we're all in unanimous agreement.
I'm not.
Unanimous agreement?
Don't bust out the tape.
あ、なんでもない。
Uh-huh.
もしかして今マユリがバカだからと言おうとしたか？
Now, Okarin can say that she is a baka, but nobody else can. Well, Daru probably could.
Yeah, yeah.
違うわよ。
クリスちゃん、マユシーのことバカだと思ってるのかな。
There's only one course of action. Throw yourself out the window.
I love how Okarin is really taking advantage of all of this.
思ってない。全くこれっぽっちも思ってないから。誤解しないで。
Okay, so now that we've dealt with her idea and rejected it, Daru, you got anything? Mayuri?
時をかけるメールの一択だろう。
No! That's an anime reference.
I really thought that it was overrated. It was good, but it wasn't as good as I think its reputation said it was. It was good, though.
For those not familiar, the original is The Girl Who Left Through Time, just so you're clear on what we're talking about.
少し表現が硬いな。
Yeah.
言いにくい。
Isn't
Yeah.
that even more complicated than an email sent to the past?
Yes.
オカリンのノスタルなんとかだって十分長いじゃんか。それにこれは映画のタイトルを。
I'm sorry? Did you just reference supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
ロマンがあればいいのだ、ロマンが。
Yes! Again, I agree with Okarin. Anybody who disagrees with me is a fool. You organization pawns!
Daymon, no.
そんな理由で却下かよ。
Yes! I reject it, for it is lame!
あ、トゥットゥルー。マユシーも思いついたよ。
Let's hear it, sweetie.
バックトゥーザメール。映画のタイトルとね、メールをくっつけてみました。
Well, Billy?
No, it's too easy. No, it's too easy.
マユシ、映画のタイトルネタはもう僕がやったって。
And also Daru did that. I mean, what's next? Dr. Mail?
Dr. Mail would be way easier than calling it back to the mail. But the problem is it makes it sound like it's some sort of like software recovery.
それに意味が微妙に違ってきてると思う。
Yeah. She probably meant mail to the future, but our emails go to the past.
Well, maybe she didn't mean mail to the future because your emails go to the past.
That's why.
In Back to the Future, they had to go back to the future from the past.
But that is why she said back to the mail. Wait.
Exactly.
意味とかじゃなくて、映画のタイトルとメールをくっつけて。
That's all she cared about.
Toot-toot-oo!
いずれにせよ長い。
I really dislike characters like Mayuri, but I really like Mayuri.
じゃあデロリアンメールとか。
And now you're not even trying!
もう何のメールかさっぱりわからないではないか。
Well, yeah.
1.21 milliwatts!
Actually, it does kind of say what mail it is. DeLorean mail is fine. That'd be alright.
ねえ、こんなくだらないことに時間取ってる場合じゃないでしょ。
I guess neither do we.
もういっそのこと略して D メールにしなさいよ。
D mail? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
いや、しかしそれでは味気なさすぎるというか。
No, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a concession to Okabe. D for drive, you know?
Besides, it makes me think of Ragna Mail from Crossange and D-Boy from Tekkaman Blade. So what do you want? I automatically approve. At least I'm consistent!
I have to give you that. I have to give you that.
味気なかろうが味気があろうがどうでもいい。
Shot down. Kurisu's influence in the lab seems to have grown significantly these past few days, but at least I took out a retro mail.
じゃあ D メールに決定します。
Yeah, it's catchy. Mayuri proclaims the decision with satisfaction.
And if Mayuri is happy, we are all happy.
で、なんで D メールみたいな現象が起きるん？
Now that we've spent half an hour talking about freaking naming for an email that goes to the past.
Names have power. They're not the most important thing, and they don't actually define a thing, but they carve out a space for the thing in one's cognition. And furthermore, by compressing a complicated concept into a bite-sized placeholder, the way that one thinks about it changes, thus broadening its potential,
Yeah, no, come on. I believe in you.
Well, it opens up new ways of considering the thing.
リング得意点への道が開いているからだ。何度も言っているだろう。
ブラックホールが発生しているのかどうかは確認できていない。単にセルンのタイムマシンと偶然似てるだけで、実は全く違う現象かもしれない。
I mean, that's true.
焦って結論を出すのは危険よ。
何を言う？お前は自分たちでタイムマシンを作りたいとは思わないのか？そのために危険を冒してセルンにハッキングまでしたのだぞ。
Yeah, she does want it to work. That's why she's bringing practicality on board. There's a difference between being timid and being realistic.
Somebody has to do it. That's why it's good to have an Okarin, a Daru,
Yeah!
even a Mayuri, and certainly a Kurisu, who's going to be doing most of the work anyway.
That's true.
今語るべきは電話レンジカッコ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするにはどうしたらいいかだ。
You just need to get it to work first.
僕たちにできると思うん？
できるかどうかではない。やるのだ。
何よその精神論至上主義。あんたって無能なトップの典型ね。
I said she was already going to be doing most of it.
おのれ。狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、王院京馬に対して何たる言い草だ。
Yes.
I reject your insult, for it is stupid!
まあそもそもオカリンは別にトップじゃないけど。
Well, he's the only person who does try and organize everything.
It's true, and he does have the motivation, drive to push everything forward, but
Yeah.
as far as doing stuff goes,
He doesn't have to be able to do anything.
I guess that does make him the boss, doesn't it?
Yeah. As someone who has been a boss, I don't know how to take that, though.
いかにも。俺はラボの象徴であって、トップではない。
Actually, that is 100% true and kind of profound.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He is the lab. He is what they do. That means he kind of doesn't have to do anything.
But be himself.
象徴だかなんだか知らないけど、どうやって電話レンジをタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、その具体的な解放を教えてよ。
Well, I mean, it's just,
解放か。そうだな。一つある。
it's to let you do it.
放電現象が起きるか起きないか
おい
ランダムだと思っているようだが、俺には仮説があるのだ。
どういうこと？
発生条件の再現だよ、クリスティーナ。昨日の夜、いろいろ検討したはずだぞ。そして俺たちは最も単純で最も決定的な条件を見ようとしていた。
Is he going to go back to the number of observers?
Yeah, or like the presence of Mayuri.
Well, yeah, but at the very beginning, it was just Daru in the lab. Like,
Well, it was her Karage.
True, but she started it up as she was coming home, so it would be ready by the time she got there. I think.
すなわち、発生時刻だ。
Huh. I suppose there is something in considering literally every possible variant, so okay.
過去2回の放電現象が起きた時間を調べてみたんだが、それによれば、俺が誰の携帯に送った時に偶然発生した最初の D メールは、だいたい12時から13時の間。
Okay.
そして2回目。俺たち4人全員が目撃した D メール
Yeah,
は
I don't remember what time it
18
was.
時頃に
It's hard
発
to
生
keep it all
した。
straight.
つまり、その2つの時間帯に実験をすれば、あるいは再現が可能かもしれないのだ。
It's worth trying.
Yeah, it's as good a starting point as any.
Yeah.
早速やってみましょう。
それにしてもこの助手、ノリノリである。
She'll argue later.
マユシーのバナナ、ずい
No!
ぶん減ったね。また買ってこなくちゃ。
Oh.
Where is the puppy? Let me kick it some more. Come here, baby seal. I will club you.
ごめんね、まゆりさん。後で新しいバナナ買ってくるから。
Good, good. At least she cares.
嬉しい
I finally have a female friend.
な。オカリンやダルくんはね、バナナ勝手に食べても、ちっとも買ってきてくれないのです。
I'll be sure to amend that in the future. Even I'm starting to feel a little guilty at this point. But only a little. I have a reputation to uphold after all. Come on. Banana!
Okay.
A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos to the world. Or order by defeating the evil bad guys. I don't got it in me right now.
まずはジェリーマンになるか試してみる。
Well, I hope it doesn't become a Jellyman. It should become a Jelbana. If it turns into a Jellyman, you've done something wrong.
Speaking of doing something wrong, you always find animation errors. They're normally very simple, and they're normally quite forgivable.
Right.
You know, you've seen some things where like people have like two right arms, the same character is in the shot twice.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like that. Look at Mayuri's feet.
Oh my god. What?
ドジっ子アピールはよせ。
Yeah, Mayuri's got that down.
しとらんわ。
クリス
Oh.
ちゃん、クリスちゃん。痛いの痛いの、飛んでけ
That is too adorable.
サンクス、まゆりさん。
Kurisu pulls herself together, types on her phone, and activates the phone wave named subject to change because, come on. The banana inside the microwave slowly begins to spin backwards as the timer counts down. Huh. There's no discharge phenomenon, but...
おお
Wha-
ゲルバナになったね。
the time really does make all the difference.
Wha-
やはり俺の予想通り発生条件は時間帯だったな。
Sono Torida!
Maybe it's because of when the distortions happened. So it
Distortion?
Or
What?
the electrical discharge. So now it only works between the time frames of the electrical discharge phenomena. I have no idea why that would matter, but
I don't think that's right, though. I was a little anxious about the result, but it all worked out! I outwitted the impertinent genius girl. Now my position as symbol of the lab is secure.
the position that no one but you wants.
やるわね、岡部。あまりに単純すぎて気づけなかった。
さあ、もっと尊敬してみろ。Respect me more.
悔しいのか？それでも俺に3時の言葉を送る姿勢は評価してやろう。
So in the very beginning, I thought that Okarin's attitude was hilarious. Then I got tired of it and thought it was sort of tiresome and irritating. And now I've just completely accepted it and I'm doing it myself. What does that mean?
It means the chuunibyou is infectious. It's contagious. Don't get down with the sickness, Daymon.
Come to think of it, I heard you talking about Vampire the Masquerade.
We do not speak of Vampire the Masquerade here!
You double standards banana!
それより D メールが再現できるかについても確認しないと。
Now that only happens with concurrent with the electrical discharge, right?
I believe so, yes.
この法音隠教魔の威厳がクリスティーナのせいでどんどん落ちていく。
I don't know, you've... Yeah, I guess you're right.
But he's kind of been right all the time, so...
もともと威厳はないと思う
Thanks, Daru.
いいからそこの男子2人手伝って。岡部、あんたの携帯にメール送るから。
When did I become her assistant?
ねえねえ、クリスちゃん。なんて送るの？
別に
Yeah.
意味のある文章である必要はない。送れるかどうかを確認できさえすればいいんだから。
It's like last time Daru was like, what do I send? And it's like, who cares?
どれどれ？岡部はずアンエアへ？
待て！そこの助手！何を打ち込んでいる？
そうね。準備いい？送るわよ。
This is where the timing counts. We know that we have to open the microwave door during operation, but we still don't know when to send the mail. For now, we'll do them simultaneously. Kurisu readies her finger on her phone's send button. I, with my exorbitantly long arms and low detail hands, stand by in front of the microwave.
じゃあカウントするぜ。3、2、1、0。
Zero.
Oh, we got it right!
来たぞ！
I'm not laughing, I'm being electrocuted. Someone pull the plug, please.
Likely to be true. The discharge lasts for about 10 seconds and I yet live. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor.
Because it did increase its mass.
メール届いた？
I disconnect my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change, and check my mail. There's an email there. 2 of them even.
Well, because it splits it up.
Okabe was an airhead. The Okabe in the first one is obviously my name, but what does Ahedo in the second one mean? My ego is shaky. Is she saying my hedo can furai or something?
Yes.
Whatever. I may not know what it means, but English is unimportant. I do know this. My assistant is making fun of me.
Darn, he cracked the code.
And for that, she must pay!
クリスティーナ、お前はメールを2通送ったのか？
But it did that last time.
Just verifying.
Ah, good point.
送ったのは1通だけ。
マユシーも見たよ。あのね、本当に1通だった。
Oh, okay. It was just verifying that.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
しかし2通受信しているぞ。
そうね。一つの文章だったのに分割されてる。
But the one he sent to Daru was cut into 3 pieces. The very first time?
Yeah, I was trying to remember about the second time. If it was 2 or 3.
I don't remember.
ちなみにこの文章の意味は？
Well, the one he sent was also longer and had more.
Yeah.
自分で調べれば？
Because only so much data can go through. So it got chopped up. Just like the data from a living thing.
So the sheer amount that is plausible. That it could just be that only a tiny amount of data can go through this way. But what's the difference between the D-mail and Gelbonus?
I haven't really gotten that far yet, but you know.
Or Karaage, for that matter. I guess she doesn't want to answer. Well, I know she's making fun of me. That's all that really matters.
そういえばさ、この前の D メールも文章は途中で切れてたよな。
そうだったか？
何が原因なのかしら。
ゼリーマンと関係があるかもしれん。
It has to be. It's got to be the same or a similar expression of the same phenomenon, at least if they're utilizing it. If they are utilizing the same
Technique?
Yeah, if what they're doing really is a time machine like what CERN is working on, then it has to be a similar phenomenon, just much further back in the process.
でも、マユシーはね、どうして5日前に届いたかの方が気になります。
確かに、前に送った時も5日前に届いてたわよね。
Oh, that's a good point. Another thing that I just realized. Just like Titer said,
Hey.
even though this mail shows up 5 days prior, nobody cares. That means that 5 days ago they would have gotten this mail. So in order to avoid the paradox, they just don't think about it.
Or don't remember it or something. Like they just looked at it and was just blank. Because it affects memories too.
ああ、そうだった。
なんか法則性でもあるんじゃね？
Well, what CERN sent back wasn't consistent.
じゃあさ、もっとじゃんじゃん送ってみようよ。
Yeah, that is the way to do it. Just continuously perform experiments.
And gather data from each experiment and see where it matches up and where it doesn't.
Mayuri's right. Now that we've figured out how to send emails, we should keep experimenting and collect as much data as we can. Because this is how you science, bruh.
よし、ラボメンよ、全員配置につけい。
また始まった。
これより D メール実験を可能な限り連続で行う。ダルはペケロッパにて電話レンジカッコ仮の監視、調整、情報収集。助手はメールを打ち続けろ。さまざまなパターンの文章を試せ。日本語、英語、全角半角、絵文字。内容は問わん。
Excellent. Just starts making a bunch of, like, insulting phrases he can't understand.
Assistant, earlier, I said, respect me more. What you are doing, this is the opposite of respecting me more. This is respecting me less.
Can you prove that?
Banana!
Mayushi は
You just be you.
Hi, 了解です。
マユリには買い出しを命じる。
Yeah, buy more bananas.
バナナを買ってきてくれ。金はこの法院教魔が出す。
Oh my god!
あー、オカリン太っ腹だね。
じゃあ岡部はレンジのドアの開け閉めね。
うひょー、刺身にタンポポの花を乗せる仕事並みの単純作業じゃね。
Well, I'm the one who came up with what everyone else is supposed to do. That's my right as the symbol of the lab.
Besides, Okarin can't do what Daru's doing, and he's the one standing in front of all the lightning bolts.
Yeah, he's the one actually in the most dangerous position.
Don't you remember my story about what happened to the jar of ghee? It had a hole blown into it with vaporized glass. Well, I'm sorry for being able to personally relate destructive microwaves to Steins Gate.
What is the world we're living in?
いや、上司の判断は的確だ。おそらく D メール製品の鍵はレンジのドアを開けるタイミングにかかっている。
あ、いや、冗談で言ったんだけど。
レンジのドアの開け閉め、この法院教魔に任せるがいい。神のごとき正確さと修羅のごとき大胆さ、そして女性を扱うかのごとき繊細さを持って開け閉めしてやろう。
Okay. He started to sound like a Muppet at first. That's all I wanted to say, but then he started talking like that.
あー、オカリンエッチー。
なお、本作戦はトップシークレットである。誰にも漏らしてはならない。いいな。
So I probably shouldn't have yelled it right outside this window where Amane is busy, sweeping the floor.
It's too late, man. Just give it up. You can't stop her anyway, so just keep doing what works. I love how when he's so excited, he's... And that just makes me think of Hamsar, and I know I'm not the only person that gets that.
では、作戦名を発表する。
But Okarin, how do you type with boxing gloves on?
作戦名とかいらないから。
Yes, we do!
Yeah, I actually agree with Daymon on this one. You gotta have an operation name.
Come on! Even Billy's not shooting me down. Don't you have any romance?
なんだと。
None. It's infectious. Oh God, it is infectious! You ruined my climactic scene.
I guess we'll have to end the episode here.
I just realized I have become Chuuni. I have become a chuunibyou.
It's okay, Daymon. It's okay.
But how can it ever be okay again?
If you look at it from Okarin's perspective, at least attractive women will start throwing themselves at you.
I think if that happened, I'd already know about it. I'm pretty sure that there is some disconnect with reality here.
How would you know?
I can't tell if you just insulted me or not.